What's going on, guys? Y51225 here, and I recently went on vacation to Maine, to Acadia, and that's actually where the Far Harbor DLC for Fallout 4 takes place. So before I went, I had an idea to take some footage in Maine and compare those real life locations to the ones in Fallout 4. And in this video, that's what we're going to be doing, so you can see some footage from Fallout 4, and then I'll show you the location in real life on this screen. So let's start off with the Visitor Center, because this is the first place I went when I went to Maine. Here you can buy some national park passes and other things you need to go to the hikes, but you first start off in a parking lot just like in real life, and then you can see that entrance, which is the exact same entrance as the real place. After that, you're going to go up a staircase. In real life the staircase is a bit bigger, but it's pretty much the same concept, and then you're going to reach the building. Enjoy the rest of the footage, and then we'll take a look at the place in real life. So here's a picture of the Visitor Center's entrance I took. As you can see, it looks really similar to the one in game. The Visitor Center writing is the same, that little badge is the same, and even the parking lot is pretty similar. Once you pass the entrance, you have to walk up a staircase. Like I said, the one in real life is a little bit longer, but they're actually pretty similar other than that. Then at the end of the video, you can see the Visitor Center, and I'll put a picture on the screen too. Let's take a look at Bar Harbor, or as they call it in the game, Far Harbor. In the game, all the people have been pushed to the docks because of the fog, so the town is not really inhabited except for a few people living on the docks. So we're going to look at that first and then move out and look at the town that's been abandoned with all the shops. And then we'll move on to some actual footage from Maine. Now you guys can check out some of the videos I took on the docks of Bar Harbor. I couldn't find a place that was exactly the same as the game, but definitely some similarities between them. So you guys can take a look at some of the video I took here. Let's take a look at Brooks Head Lighthouse, which in the game has been taken over by a bandit leader. In real life it's Bass Harbor Lighthouse and it's occupied by the Coast Guard. It's actually still working as a lighthouse. But you can see some gameplay of me checking out the area, and then we'll go to real life and look at some of the footage there. So you can see that just like in the game, the lighthouse is connected to another house where people actually live to operate the lighthouse. And you can take a look at that and also the area surrounding it, the beach down below, with the view of the lighthouse and the ocean. Moving on, let's look at the old pond house, which in real life is the Jordan Pond house, right next to a really big pond, which is Jordan Pond, and you can actually kayak on that, which I did. The Jordan Pond house serves as a restaurant and a gift shop in real life. In the game, it's just a little bit smaller than in real life, not as big, but you can see the comparison on the screen right now. Let's start off with looking at Jordan Pond itself. As you can see, it's pretty huge, and then after that you can see a panorama I did. I'm not sure how well it will show up on the screen, but you guys can check that out. Next we have a video I took while I was kayaking on the pond, so you guys can take a look at that now. Now let's take a look at the actual pond house. Let's take a look at Southwest Harbor. This is actually where my house was near. It's another big town in Acadia, a little bit smaller than Bar Harbor, but still pretty large. It has a lot of restaurants, shops, and docks and stuff like that, and I think Bethesda did a pretty good job replicating it. Now let's take a look at some of the real videos and photos I got while I was in Southwest Harbor. Last up, let's take a look at Cranberry Island. In the game, there's a cool puzzle here, but in real life, about 50 people actually live on the island. In the game, it's a short swim away. In real life, you have to take a ferry there. I took a small fishing boat there. It was pretty fun. Walked around. The big similarity of the two places is that there's a road going down the middle of the island in the game, and in real life, the whole island is pretty small, but there is one main road that stretches through the whole thing. And then there's a couple hikes that you can see pictures of that I took too. So here you guys can see some video I took from the boat going to Cranberry Island, and then once I got to Cranberry Island I also took some pictures of the dock, which you can look at too. Then I walked down the main road which stretches through the island, and I took some videos and pictures of that. And then after that, you guys can check out some videos of the wilderness around there, including some beaches and the woods with the hikes I went on to. One last thing I want to mention is that, as you can see in the video, the fog is definitely real. It's not something they made up for the game and the storyline. There's a lot of fog on the island, and especially at night it rolls in pretty fast. But that pretty much does it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you watched the whole thing. I cover games like Fallout and the Elder Scrolls on my channel all the time, so if you want to see more of that, hit the subscribe button. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you guys have any comments or any questions, leave them down below. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you next one.